So first up on this last layout, we're just gonna put a little bit of shimmer brush at the top, because there's some white up here, and I think this would look really cool with it. So there's a little bit of raspberry and a little bit of pine in this layout. So that's the colors I have. And I'm just going to tap on this and see what I get. It's a pretty wet one, so getting some good color up there. And I'm just doing the top because the rest is all going to be covered in pattern paper and stuff like that, and a little bit of raspberry here. And just to make the raspberry different, I think I'm going to push a little bit and get some drops. And okay, we're going to let that dry, and then we'll get started. First up, adhere 6x12 backside of flamingo stripe paper to the bottom of the base. So that's what they're calling flamingo stripe, so we're using the other side. I think it's so funny that she's talking about the back sides instead of just describing the front side. To each their own. All right, that's gonna go all the way back, all the way to the bottom. I love how the shimmer brush turned out up here. It's too bad we have to cover quite a bit of what's going on here. And next to it, we should have a zip strip. Am I missing my zip strip? I do not see it. Let me see if it says actually zip strip. It says tuck and adhere 6x6 sapphire floral paper and honey floral paper. Okay, well that doesn't matter. So we're gonna do that first anyway. And then I'll just see. Oh, that's not a zip strip. It's a sticker. That's why. Okay, so this honey butter floral paper and the sapphire paper is going to be kind of tucked just slightly. So let's get that. So here's the, we'll put down the blue floral first. And I could tuck it, or I guess it's not going to matter too much. Yeah, I'm gonna tuck a little bit. If you don't want to tuck it, you can cut it, trim it a little bit. Let me see if I have room to tuck it. I think I do. Ah, it's sticking. Okay. I'm gonna tuck it. It's kind of weird that she didn't have us do this first. It's odd. So I'm gonna do that because it looks like it's tucked on the picture and stuff. So luckily on this side I've got a little more room to tuck. If you can't get yours pulled up, then simply cut it and then stick it down. So no big deal. I'm gonna put this a little bit lower so some of my shimmer brush shows. Then it's sticker, and that's gonna be this sticker right here. And that will go across the top of the striped paper. Cute. Okay, just like that. Let's see, adhere 8.5 square of sapphire cardstock to center of base. So let's see how far that is, so I can give you a good measurement. I'm gonna kind of center it first and see. It's looking like possibly 1.5, maybe. Let me see what it is up here. Up there it's 2, so it's gonna be probably more closer to 1 3/4. So let me move this up a little bit. And sort of like that, and that would make it about 1 3/4 at the top. So let's just go with that, about 1 3/4 from each side. It's kind of hard to see, but and 3/4 from each side, approximately. That looks about right. Okay, like that. And then the white piece. Now you could flick some shimmer brush on this. You could do the dry embossing like we did before. You could take the Irresistibles and cut it into this, make it this size instead. All of those things would be really cool. Or we can just leave it. Since you've got a lot of words on it, I think I'll go ahead and do that. But there would be, any of those things would make this look really cool. Put that in the center. And then it says adhere the 4 1/4 square of Capri cardstock. And that's gonna go in the center, so I will measure for you. She put so many measurements on the first one and then just ignored us the rest of the time. So let's go. But who am I to criticize, because this is hard doing this kind of thing, designing. I've done it before and it is hard. All right, let's see about how far this is. It looks like maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 5/8 maybe, or is that 1 3/4? I can try that. Let me see. Maybe more like 1 and 1 3/4, I'm thinking, from each side. That looks right. 1 3/4. And then you're gonna put your photo holder in the middle, or your photo. And then we'll just do some decorating. Start at the upper left, and you're going to take this piece here, which is one of the wooden die cuts. Let me check and make sure everything's in camera. Okay. And that's gonna go about 1/4 inch in from the white and flush with the top of the blue. And then on top of that, we've got these 2 little arrowy things that look like that. And I'm just gonna try to make a V about the size of that. Ooh. V of glue. And put that down because it's a little bit easier than trying to do it on the actual plastic, since it's tiny. So 2 glue V's. And then over here is the word beautiful. That comes from the blue chipboard, and there should be a little dot for the eye. So make sure you get that too. And this is pretty stiff and heavy, so you're gonna wanna have some good amount of glue on there, but not so much that it squishes out. Who would have thought we would still be doing the same stuff that we did in kindergarten, right? But it is. It's basically the same. Right now, I put glue on this F, but I'm gonna take that off because I don't want it to get in my photo. So you can also dust that with a powder, with the anti-static pouch too. I'll put that down. And then I've got a little eye, or a little dot for the eye. That came from there too. If I can pick it up. Right there. And then this side is the word memories, also has a dot for the eye too. That's from the wood grain. Get that glued up. And don't forget the dot for the eye. Woo! Shoot. Okay, that's gonna kind of be up toward the top. About 1.5 inches down from the top or so. We'll call it that. Now I gotta get all this glue off that just spilled. Okay. And then the dot for the eye. Goes right there. Hope you guys can see this okay. And then down here is going to be the word cherish, which is a sticker. Cherish always. Again, love that they make big words for us. And that's going to go down here. Just put the tops of the H's onto the mat, but not, yeah, my memories is a little hot, little low. So I'm gonna go down a little bit more. But if your memories isn't as low as mine, just you can put the H's up over the mat, but this will be fine. And then lovely is made out of the plastic, and that's gonna go over on the left-hand side. It's kind of interesting how they did this with all the 4 different words there. 4 different words and 4 different kind of textures and materials. So my TV has just gone on pause or whatever, and so it's playing music. So we're gonna have a little music in the background. Hopefully not too loud, but it is. Shoot. All right, let me turn it on. Okay. All right, so over here is going to be the word click. It's from the wood grain die cuts. Don't poke out the letters, just leave them in there. And that's going to go just slightly off to the side under the word lovely. And then little decorating. So I think we have some yellow hearts. One here is going to go to the right of click. And one over here on the right hand side of your stickers is going to go up above click, wherever you can fit it. I'll put it right there. Over here is the flower that you stamped. You should be on your final flower. Let's pop that up just for some dimension. Oh my gosh, it is already dark outside, and you know what time it is? 4:30. I hate daylight savings time. So stupid. All right, I'm gonna put that over here to the left of the click. How is that really helping? I just don't think it helps if it's so dark so early. All right, that's good, that's good. Over here is going to be some dots. Dots however you wanna do them. I've got some big ones left, so I think I'm just gonna put 3. They've put 5, but you can put whatever you want, depending on which kind of dots you're using. And one more. Let me use up those big white ones. Okay, and then to the bottom of Cherish Always is a camera that came from your wood. You can see, it looks like they poked out some parts. So they poked out the little circle and the little lens for the camera, and then the 2 semicircles. But did they leave the heart in? They probably did, because we're gonna cover that. Let me see. So this is what's going over it. So do we need to leave? Yeah, the heart is about the same size, so we can just leave that heart right in. And we're gonna glue those little pink things on it. So right under the H, basically. And then get your glue, make a little strip across that heart, and then just kind of match the heart, the middle heart, up to it, because that fits right over that heart. Okay, to the right of that, we've got some stickers. Hope I have room. Beautiful Moments. That's gonna go right next to the camera. I'm gonna put that right under the white paper. And then love grows here, right there, and that will go above it. Now mine's gonna overlap because I've got my cherish is a little low. And then the word lovely I'm gonna pop up. So let me get some tape. And that's gonna go over to the right here, right above the word here, basically. And I've got some pretty flowers to put on this. So this set of, what do you call those, Lazy Susans? I think that's what they are. And get all that, poke out the middle parts. And a little bit more here. All right, so that goes kind of over this right-hand side. I need a glue eraser. You can even tuck it under that sticker if you want to. And I'm gonna move it just slightly so it doesn't mess with the dot of my eye on the memories. Got some glue here. And above that is gonna be a couple of wood hearts from the wood chipboard. There's one, and there's one. So I'm gonna put a little dot of glue over to the left of the flowers and to the right. Stick those down. And then, any dots over there? Let me make sure I'm not missing. There is journaling down here if you want to put your journaling strips down there. Up to you. And then there's more dots here, so let me get some more. I'm gonna do 3 again of my large ones. See, I have used up quite a bit of this package just on this one set of layouts, so I'm very pleased because it's use your stash. I'm kind of planning that for December, but I may continue right on into January if I feel so inclined, because I have the same issue as you guys do. I have too much stuff. Okay, up here at the top, we're gonna need this pink heart. And on this one, I am gonna have to glue right onto it. That's gonna go just to the upper right of the sapphire paper. Let me try to keep in camera. Right there. And then to the right of that is 2 yellow flowers. Did I use the wrong flower before? No, here they are. So here's this one and this one. Now on hers, her paper is tipped a little bit more. So I'm just gonna probably put them here and here. So that's still going along the line of that, but I wanna pop those up. So I'm just gonna go along the edge of that blue flower paper, and I'm gonna go a little bit lower than she did because mine is quite close to the edge, whereas hers was not. Right there. And then to the left of those, I'm gonna do a little tab, file tab, and then there was a white strip of paper that she had for us, and it is very close to that size, so I'm not sure why that wasn't a little bit longer, or a little bit wider, but let me just do that. So I'm probably just gonna glue it here and here because it's so narrow that there's not even room for glue underneath, so let me put it like this. And I think this will be our last piece. So you would just do a date or something inside of this. Hold it steady and just cut that excess. And that is gonna go along this right-hand side of the sapphire paper. And then I believe we have done it. So that's gonna go right there. one kit or one set. Let's see how I can say it. So this was sort of a kit that Close to My Heart put out in the summer, showing off their flower market paper, which is a yearly paper, so it'll be here all the way through to 2023 fall. So you can do this anytime you want, you know, because that's going to be in the catalog. So if you haven't already got it and like what you see, I hope you go out and get it. If you did have it and just like me didn't get to it, now you've got some tutorials for that. And thanks so much for being with me.